My name is Anders Jensen. Let's learn some Microsoft Power Automate. Today we'll see how we can update Excel tables from Microsoft Power Automate, and we'll see how we can import that data back to Microsoft Power Automate, and then how we use conditions to send out emails based on certain criteria. So with that said, let's move on. In this lesson, we will learn how to update Excel tables with Microsoft Power Automate. First, we got an Excel sheet here in OneDrive. Let me find it. It's just a simple example Excel sheet with an idea, name, and a sale. For example, we can say that the first sale will have the ID of 1. Then the name could be Angela, and the sale of her could be 7,000. Of course, we could have much more information, but this is just the example. So now we created this Excel sheet here in OneDrive online. Let's head back to Microsoft Power Automate and create a flow so we can update with more data in our Excel sheet. So click Create, then just choose an instant flow. We could call it Update Excel Table. We'll just choose a manual trigger, like we will start it ourselves, then click Create. Up here, in this step, we need to ask the user for some input, so just click Add Input. Of course, we could choose any input, like in another step, but we'll just use manually. So click Text. The first one, that will be the idea. That's a unique identifier, which is quite important. So this one will be the idea. Then we will add the name. And finally, we will add her sale number, like this. And then we will add a new step. So now we ask the user for some input. The user will input it, and then we'll add a new step, and we will paste in the data in the Excel sheet. So we'll choose Excel Online as a Excel OneDrive as well. You can choose. And then we will find the add a row into the table here. The location, that will in my case be the OneDrive, but you can see that we can choose from a lot of different, you can choose SharePoint and something, but mine will be located in OneDrive. You saw that. The document library, we can even choose the drop down, that will just be the OneDrive. Then we will find the file. I placed it in a folder called Anders Power Automate called Sales. That was the Excel sheet you just saw before here. Then we will select a table, and I named this table, this table here, I named it Sales. So what we want is we want to just refer to this table. And we'll do that by just, we can choose the drop down here, personal sales I call it, sorry. And then we see that in this personal sales we got some idea, we got the name and a sale, and we just need to refer to what we typed in up here. So click here, and then manually trigger a flow. We'll just choose idea, that's and then we choose name and sale. So that was quite easy. And we choose sale, like this, then we click save. Now we can run it. We can even test it here. So first, we'll just save and test. Then it says that we need Excel Online, and it's fine because we already signed in. Then we can continue. And now it asks us for some input. We will put in some input because we'll need that in a later example. So the idea will be 2. Then the name will be Anders. And the sale will be 1,000. So that one is done. We will look for it afterwards because we will go back here. We will run it again. I think we will run it like 4 or 5 times, but if you got a point, then you can just fast forward over this. However, we will, Bill, he made a sale of 11,000, like this, and then we will run it once more. Hillary, she made a sale of 6,000, we can say, like this. Click done. And now we can make like a fifth row to our Excel sheet before we jump over to the Excel. So that will be ID 5, that will be meta. Of course, this data could be updated from another data sources, but this is just the simplest example, so we'll go with that for now. Run again, done. And then we can head to our Excel sheet here, and we can see that it updated with all the data we gave, so now we got an updated Excel sheet. That is how that is done. After getting some data in our Excel sheet, we got this table here again with 5 entries with a unique identifier here, a name, and then the corresponding sale. So for example, the Angela with the ID of 1, the sale of 1, she made a sale of 7,000, Anders made a sale of 1,000, Bill 11,000, Hillary 6,000, and Mette 5,500. Now we will show how you can import it into Microsoft Flow and work with it, and send you an email if a condition is met. So let's move to Flow. I will minimize this. Then we will create a new flow, so create. It's quite easy, so we'll just click Instant Flow again. This one we could call Excel data condition maybe. And manually again, create. So first we need to get the data from the Excel sheet into Microsoft Flow. So we will click New Steps, and then we will search for the Excel Online. Then we'll choose the list rows present in table. That will enable us to iterate through each one of the rows, but first we'll choose the location. That will be OneDrive. I could choose one of my SharePoint sites, but however, this one will just be the OneDrive. The document library, that will be OneDrive. It's quite easy with these drop downs. Then the Excel file itself, I placed it in a folder called Anders Power Automate Sales, and the table was called Personal Sales. So that's it for now. We could choose some queries here, but however, we don't need that. So then we will click for a new step. And now we need a control, like we need a for each. So click control. Then we apply to each. That one will, so we come, let me go here. We will import, we'll go through each of these rows one at a time, and then do some data work with them here. So select an output. That will just be the value we got from up here. So just choose value here in the dynamic content like this. And now, so this one will iterate through each of the rows. And now we just need to apply a condition on them. Let's say that, let me again move to sales. Let's say that we want to know which one of these sales are over, say, 6,500. That's actually only Bill and Angela, because we want to send wine to our best sales representatives in our team. So then we go to Flow. We choose Add in Action. Then we need a condition here. And you can see this is already done. The condition, like we can choose some values, is equal to blah, blah, blah. If yes, if no. So now it becomes a little bit tricky, but however, not extremely tricky. So the value, that will be the sale. And then we choose is greater than 6,500. However, here, open the condition again. Here, this one will go in as a text, and this one is an integer. We want some sort of, we want the possibility to write out decimal numbers and so we'll, first we'll hover up over the mouse here, because we need this items apply to each sale, we need that. So what we'll do is that we'll delete this again. So items, parentheses, apply to each underscore question mark sale. So let me delete this one. And we go to expression and write out an expression. So what we need is just, we only need the float like this, and in the parentheses about our previous expression. So that was items, and then was apply to each like this, and then it was question mark, and then sale, that's the column name, like this. This one will convert the string, get the string going in here to a float, like a decimal number, so we can work with it. So this one should do. I think it will say that it's fine. And then we can put something in the yes thing here, because we want to know if the sale is bigger than 6,500. We want to send wine to our sales guy or woman. So we'll add an action. We could choose to send an email, just like a normal mail or an Outlook mail. However, we'll just send a notification email to ourselves, where we can, in the subject, we could write something to ourselves. Remember to send wine to, and then the name. That's just the name of the row, like the name of the row. That will be Angela, Bill, Hillary. So because of sale with ID, and then the idea. So then we set a reminder to ourselves, and we can just, in the body, we can just write regards myself or something like this. So this one should send email for each one of the rows that's with a sale greater than 6,500 with this subject and this body. Let's see how that works. So we'll click save here, test, perform the trigger action, save and test, and now we can test and run it. Run flows, yeah, it says that we're signed in both of these, that's good. Continue, then we'll run the flow. So we can choose done, and then we can see that your flow is running, and then we head to our mail client. This one I just moved it down here so you couldn't see all my emails because some of them are private. So here we got the two mails, like remember to send wine to Angela because of sale with ID 1, regards myself, and then Bill as well. So now we saw how we could import data from Excel, how we use conditions, and how we'll send an email based on that. So that's it for now. Bye bye.